Hi, hello. So, for today's video, I am doing basically a concept of the characters from a video game I am starting to very slowly work on. I haven't done any coding. I've decided that I want to design everything first before I even think about it. And I do know how to code a little bit, so this is gonna be an adventure. But I wanted to show you guys some of the ideas I've had. Most of these aren't final, and they're gonna go through some stages, but I want to get my designs out there to see other people's opinions, to see if anything needs to be changed or it needs to be different. And I do want to say one other thing, is that this video game is supposed to be more sort of like dreamcore and weirdcore looking, if that makes any sort of sense, and that's where I get my inspiration for these from. Now on to the video game. I will put the video in the iCard, but it's a video that I did from a couple months ago called what was Meet My OC, and I've redesigned this OC, and the story's still generally the same, but I redesigned her. And basically I didn't know what I wanted to do with her story at the time of making the video, and now I want to make it into a video game. I thought it would be really cool, especially with her weapon, that the game could be sort of like where she flies around the screen with the scythe, like Hades, or it could even be like Undertale. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking, but I did want to design enemies, so I can figure that out, and different enemy attacks, or I can suggest some different enemy attacks. If you have any ideas for any attacks that enemies could do, tell me. And okay, yeah. Also, if you like this video, you should subscribe, and if you've already subscribed, you should share. Okay, now that I'm done shilling. Also, I have a website and my commissions are open. Okay, now that I'm completely done shilling, so for these first OCs, it's almost done with, but I have no idea what the attack would be other than they are called smileys, and they are the most basic enemy that you will see everywhere in the game, no matter what. And the more heads they have, the more powerful they are, and I took inspiration sort of from No Face and the puppet from FNAF. I mean, that's what it looks like. I wanted the character to look sort of uncanny, like a puppet or a doll, or I wanted it to look weird, and I wanted them to be the main henchmen, but they're not very powerful. And yeah, so the next set of enemies are the Tekklings. I don't know. These names are I'm coming up with names. The next set of characters' names is gonna be really weird, because I don't know. But for the Tekklings, they are these creatures, and they're based off of pieces of technology, like at least the keyboard, the typeling, and the screenling, which is the keyboard enemy and the screen enemy. They're both office supplies. For the keyboard enemy, I wanted them to have longer claws so that they could use or longer hands with claws, so they could come out and scratch at you, and because you use your hands to type, so I thought for them to have an attack with their hands would be super, well, it'd make sense. And I wanted them to just have that attack be very basic. And then for the soundlings, which is the headphones, it's not an office supply, but I'm gonna pretend it is. The soundling is basically what they'll do is they'll have an attack that's like a sound wave, coming out of the speakers of the little headphones. And then for the screenling, which is the most powerful of the three, the screenling. Oh wait, I should explain that the keyling is the least powerful. The soundling is second, because of the sound attack could give it some distance and blast you back. And I was thinking about maybe even it being able to slash attack you with the bottom of its wire, but yeah, I don't know yet. but the Screenling is the most powerful. So it has a light attack, which is basically like a laser beam that comes out of its screen at you, and it has the claws, so it can claw attack you. And this game that I'm thinking of, it has levels, and these levels are based off of like weird places, and this is a weird place that's an office, and so they're office workers. I'm not sure if I want them to have dialogue or like what I'm gonna do. I know how their attacks look, and I know how it looks in my head. I will update you guys on how far I get with this designing as I go on, if you guys want me to, but you know. And yeah, that is the Tekklings. I really like their designs. I think they work really well. And now time. Okay, so I didn't know what else enemy what next enemy to make. So I texted one of my friends and was like, hey, what enemy should I do next? And at first, jokingly, they said a boot, and then they were like, actually no, a crab. So water themed enemies, I made 4 of them because I wanted there to be like a mermaid at the very end, but I also wanted there to be like a normal fish, a fish with an inverted mermaid, and then a mermaid. But you'll see what's different about the mermaid. So the least powerful of these enemies is the fish with no legs. It just flops around. It can it attacks with like a slapping its little fin, and they're called the fishies because I don't know how to name my things. So literally the first enemy I think is called a fishy, the weakest, and it just can slap you with its fins, really easy to kill. The crab looking enemy with the googly eyes on it is called a snap, and they have a snap attack, and they can, because of their longer claws, which I might make longer if I redraw this, they have a distance from you, and they snap at you, and they can attack you, along with probably being able to see you better because of their 3 eyes. Okay, next is the mermaid, which I literally called the inverted mermaid a mermaid, and I made it a pun. Later you'll see I made it a mermaid, and so I gave it a maid outfit. I don't know what I was on, but I kind of love it. But you'll see. Oh, oops! I hit something. But you'll see that. And then the last and most powerful enemy is a Siren. The Siren is based off of this. I was looking up water monsters that were like weird, and I found this weird water park abandoned dragon thing, and I based the head off of that. And I also decided that because we already had an enemy with grabby, snappy hands, that this enemy wouldn't, and it would have this long tongue instead that could like grab you or like slap attack you like the fishy. And because of the long tongue, I think that its attacks would be a slapping attack, and then a really like a charge up attack where it like charges up and then like jumps at you and like tries to eat you. I think that would be a cool attack. And then maybe an even stronger slap attack with the tail. But I'm not sure what the mermaid would do as an attack, because I know the snap would just snap at you. The fishy would slap you, and then the mermaid, maybe it hits you maybe it slaps you with its tail, and then it can kick you, and then it can also like attack you with its feather duster. I love my decisions when it comes to character design. But yeah, these are all my ideas. I really enjoyed drawing these, and I'm gonna be designing more. And if you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. I'm only one person, and if I do make this game, it's probably only going to be made with one person, minus like the composing, because making music scares me, and someone else can do that. So, you know, I really think it would be good for to get more ideas around, because I'm only one person. I can only come up with so many ideas by myself, and double checking if my ideas are actually good is probably a good thing to do, and double checking if these designs are good with other people, and throwing this on my YouTube channel will make me even more double check that if it's good or not. So yeah, if you like this video, subscribe. Like I said, I have on my websites open. Might have commissions. Go to my website, there's more information. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This video was a little bit scrambled, but I wanted to show you guys these drawings because I was gonna do something else, but I ended up wanting to do this instead. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.